Good evening, everybody. Welcome back into Hobby Corner. We are ready to rock and roll for what we hope to be the final countdown of crop harvesting. Just trying to get the last thing pulled up here. All right. So yes, we are currently in the month of September. We cannot harvest our beans yet until next month. So, let's get this going. I think I took care of the animals last month, or the last time we were in here. Yep, they are full of stuff, full of food, all that good stuff. Let's just check the market, looking for one particular item. Not that it matters much, but let's go ahead and sleep until the next month. Last episode we did our rice, we did our sorghum, we did a whole bunch of stuff. Took care of the animals, got rid of all the different slurries and manures. So yeah, let's get it going. As my dad would say, we're burning daylight. And we're hurrying up to wait. Alright, so Class Oxyon. Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need the back Don. Don't need any. Well, I mean, this is a cool looking tractor. I will say that. It would be a large. We don't need this. I'm just looking. Anyway, we also did some sowing of some wheat for a possible off-stream work to return to the farm at a later date. There's our sorghum. There's a bunch of beans. We got a whole bunch of beans to do. Whole bunch of beans. But yeah, I've got something here I need to take a look at here, folks. Just hold on tight. There we go. Alright, we got that going. Let's get the harvester going. We'll get the beans taken care of first. Oh, we need to start it. We haven't done that yet. And we are dropped down. So yeah, let's take a look at the map here. Let's go into the growth stages. We got... Oh, I need... Oh. Whatever. It's whatever. Yep, didn't finish the planting that I was doing over there. Oh well. I mean... I think it was just wheat that we were planting. Yeah, we should be able to finish that up in the month of October. We'll just have a strip that we'll have to come back and harvest if we do that. But we're more concerned about the harvesting. And it's been a hot minute since I've been in this map, so memory is a little fuzzy on what I needed to do. I jumped in the map, got things going, and just to let everybody know, those that are lurking, those that are not here, the first 3 videos of the Alma series have dropped. Still trying to figure out a set schedule for those. They dropped, the premiere video was on Monday, and then the next 2 days had a video drop at the same time at 11 a.m. So yes, we got 3 videos out on a new series. Next one is scheduled to drop next Sunday. Just to keep everybody informed on this. Camera's a little off. And then video 5, or episode 5 and 6 will be dropping on the subsequent Monday and Tuesday. I'm trying to get content out every day of the week. My off days of, yeah, I do stream on Sundays, but I want to maintain a 3-day-a-week video schedules. And I am out of town this weekend, so therefore that's why the video is dropping on Sunday. No live streams on Friday or Saturday. Yeah, we should be able to go around this field one more time, easy enough. I'm trying to maintain when we do corn, soybeans gets planted for that subsequent year on the cornfields. So we've got 2 fields of soybeans and 2 fields of corn, if I remember correctly. Just go down to the corn, or 3 fields of corn. And then our soybeans, we got 3 fields of soybeans. We got a lot of work ahead of us. Oh, and I missed the spot. Let's turn around and pick that up. We can't be leaving any soybeans behind. I'd like to, and hence the reason why I started early, is hopefully we can get all of our crops done and harvested tonight. I'm hoping that that'll be the case. Get up to the end, we'll go ahead and unload. I'm trying to remember what all we did last season. Well, we got grass to harvest as well, so we got to go up there. Yep, we were prepping that as well. I'm not too concerned about the grass. We got the Big Brother Fent up there, the 924. The Papa Fent, I'm trying to remember where that's at. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since we've been in this field. Or on this map, I should say. Yeah, we got baby Fent there. We got a JCB there. We've got our little truck there. Where is... Oh, Papa Fent was on the planter, or the seeder. Cajun, welcome. We got the soybean harvest happening. Lots of soybeans on this this harvest rotation. Or I should say lots of soybeans for me. We've got 3 fields altogether, field 11 and 10, and then the triple field. Will we make it to the end? We're going to prepare to stop. Hey, we got it. Cool. Yep, good money to end the year on. As soon as we're done with this one, we'll just drive down this section row here all the way to the end and get that soybeans field harvested as well. Then we'll come back and hit the big field. Are you still streaming, Cajun? That's what I thought. I was watching you earlier and all of a sudden it switched to somebody else. Trying to finish up work for the day, and that's what happens. I stop paying attention. Since we're here, we're going to unload. That way we can start fresh on that other field. The old trailer brought down to us. They're fast. Yeah, I said it before, I'm glad the map maker fixed this corner of the field. There used to be a rogue tree branch that would block your camera view. It didn't matter where you had it positioned, it would get blocked. Yield bonus is not very good on this field altogether, it looks like. I did leave a little tuft of soybeans over there. But we can't have that. We got to get them picked up. No, I did not lock onto that GPS line. Stop it. Let's see, should I risk it? Nah. We're right here, we just as well empty out. Excuse me. Looks like I need to give all the equipment a bath. A little on the dirty side. Fields of Gold, welcome in. And do I have the MacDon pack? Yes and no. Let's just go here. I do have the MacDon pack. It is an option I can have. There is one available for in the market, but I don't have the money. This is a used equipment only playthrough, so if I were to buy that, I'd need to buy it now. This is the first time I've seen it come up in the market. So that's why it's a yes and no. I've used it on other maps of mine, and the equipment works pretty well. The only complaint is that AI does not work when you're trying to get it to do a canola field. So the workaround I've done with that is to use the Follow Me mod, and I will run the MacDon equipment and have the AI worker follow the combine doing the harvesting. Good evening, John Webb. Welcome in. And since you're all here, Fields of Gold, anybody that has not hit that like button, please do. I'd love to get that support from every one of you guys. Subscribe if you haven't. We have a real life MacDon M2 swather that we just started haying with. Yeah, I had a relative that had one of the MacDon pull behind swathers. Used a tractor for it. It was a 30-foot implement. And oh my gosh, the windrows that thing would create were unreal. I don't know the model numbers of all of the different MacDon implements, so I couldn't tell you if the pull behind swather head was the M2 unit or what it was, but yeah. That thing was a beast, and this was back in the late 80s, early 90s. I want to say that's, without looking, that's the time frame MacDon really started getting going. Thank you for the subscription there, Fields of Gold. I really appreciate it. Nope, for 75 years, so they've been around for quite a while. Had to look them up. I'll read your comment here after I make the corner. Yeah, they're pretty cool. Our hay is so thick this year that we can't rake it, or it would be too big of rows that it wouldn't fit in the baler. Yeah, I was talking about that in one of my videos here that came out this week about how if you're using the combine to drop the straw, a standard person would sit there and get to the end and then do a stop like this and then let the straw pile up underneath of it. Yeah, that would plug up a baler in a heartbeat. And I knew plenty of farmers back home that carried broomsticks around on their baler just for that reason. It would plug up, they'd grab the broomstick and start pushing. Sometimes the broomstick would get eaten up. But with the technology that's out there, I'm sure the baling manufacturers have come up with better solutions for unplugging. Yeah, I remember running a combine similar to this one back in the late 80s, early 90s, we had the pickup head for windrows, and when you're doing a field of oats and the windrow was cut right down at the ground, it was a struggle for the machine, because normally you're only taking about 6 inches to a foot of crop total below the head of grain for the wheat and the other crops. So to run that much straw through the machine can take a toll real quick. The guy started baling yesterday, but it's still too wet, and one of the bearings broke off, which, oh, ouch. I hope it didn't damage any of the field or the equipment. Bearings are tricky, let's just put it that way. No, don't want that one. I wanted that. I remember doing plenty of walkarounds on all of our combines and headers and all the equipment on a daily basis when we're in the fields. These grease zerks get greased every 10 hours. These ones every 25 hours. These ones every 50 hours. And the first time I've ever gotten hung up on this tree. Go out to do a cultivating on a field, and all the bearings we'd have to grease on those the discs. Yeah. They didn't get greased as often as they should have. Combines, on the other hand, got greased religiously. Yeah, they're busy beavers following that golden grain from the south to the north. My family did that for many years as well. We didn't go all the way down to Texas, but we started in Kansas. Do about 2 weeks in one location in Kansas, 2 weeks in another location, and then get back home and spend the next 4 months doing all the work around our neck of the woods. We were busy harvesting from May all the way through November. Alright, let's go get that. This guy, we'll get it emptied out. I think I got more soybeans from the first field. I gotta get my seeder out of this field as well. And I'd love to run a S7. And this will date me. The combine I ran was a John Deere 8820. If you want to take a look at how old that machine is. My dad got the newer of the machines. He got a 9600. Just taking a look to see when the John Deere 8820 was made. Wikipedia for it, it's not showing up. There we go. Still not showing what I want. Oh well. That'll be a review for another day. I didn't hit any button on the joystick or the controller. So we're about just shy of halfway done. Maybe a third. I wish it would tell you how much of the field's harvested. And there's old Romeo just taking a look out, trying to find the bunny that gets away. Jay's Virtual Gaming, welcome in. Hi bud, hope your stream is good. It is going well. Dropping a like, thank you very much. Chatting with the missus. She just got home. Alright. Try not to run over Romeo. And speaking of Romeo, I need to figure out how to edit the XML files for the pets. Because I want to have Romeo come over with me onto my other map, Waseca County and Alma, Missouri. And I need to get the XML file changed to have the proper name showing up. Although I think I should jump into Waseca County and see if I can bring in a pet with the realistic livestock mod. See if I can change the name, because I know the individual animals can have names associated with them. I need to do some research. So when you let me spin the corner here, I'll show you. So when you go into, is it farmhouses, or is it decorations? I think it's decorations. When you, oh, right there. So when you can only have one per farm. A doghouse. When you bring the doghouse in onto any map or your farm or whatever, there's no option to change the name of the pet. The only way to do that is through the XML files, and I don't know exactly how or what needs to be changed in the XML files to change the pet's name, because it is random. I don't want to have to drop the doghouse down 1,000 times just to try to get Romeo back for the name. So I need to do some learning on how to edit the XML files. I did some research on it, it's been a couple months ago, and when you go into the mods, because it's technically a mod, the base game mods, you find the doghouse and you can go through there and it shows where the dog's name is, but when I did that, it didn't save. That is the next option, John. I thought I was using the proper document for viewing and editing at the time, but I wasn't. I do have that document now, so I'll have to play with it a little bit. It's just not high on the priority list, but something I think about all the time when I see Romeo. You know, and I want to bring him over to Waseca County and to Alma, Missouri, and to other maps that I have a pet on. I follow other streamers that they started off with a pet on their original farm stream, and every stream after that they've kept the same pet stain. Even the dog looks exactly the same. I heard at one time there was like 4 different color variations of the dog. But I haven't seen anything other than the yellow lab style. And he's just sitting over there. He's the official bunny chaser. He also likes to lay in the middle of the road, too. And he doesn't move very fast when you honk your horn at him. You can't hear the horn. Horn's not very loud on this combine. Or at least I couldn't hear it. Let's put it that way. It is pretty simple to change it, but you need to use Notepad++, edit the name, and then click Save Job Done. Yeah. I also heard that there's supposed to be another area that you have to go into in order to allow yourself to edit any of the XML files in the base game. It's almost like a administrative rights or something like that. But I can't remember where I saw that video, and it's been a few months ago. And it could also be something, since I play on Steam, that I need to make sure I change the Steam cloud saving to off. And I'm pretty sure this is going to fill up the trailer. So we'll just go ahead and get ready to take this over. Actually, no, we're not. I should be able to get all this in the combine. Alright, let's see if we can finish it. I gotta make sure to tell the neighbor to shut their windows and keep the kids inside as I'm harvesting by it. You have to extract the file. All you need to do is go in Documents, go to your save game for the map you're playing, and open up the Farmland XML. And you should see the dog pen and should let you change the name, but always open up with Notepad++. Yep. Okay. While I'm thinking of it, I'm going to go ahead and take a snapshot of that. Okay. Make sure I can read that. Got stuck somehow over here. $11 wage payment for the AI worker to drive the tractor from point A to point B, which is about 200 yards. Not even. The inconvenience fee is probably what it was. And I thank you very much, Jay. Trying to watch videos on YouTube for doing it, but there's really not many out there that I can find yet. I might not be doing the correct word search parameters. Alright, we got 14,000 liters. Fingers crossed we can get the rest of this crop in here. And then we go get to harvest the corn. 3 fields. This corner right here. And the nice thing is I've got the John Deere 16-row corn header. So I've got that guy. Still can't find a John Deere grain header. I've yet to see one show up in the market. I originally bought the 7-meter case that came out, and that was the first one I bought. And then the corn header came out, the the little 8-row corn head that was case brand as well. So I bought both of those. And they worked well for the time I used them, but when you're dealing with fields this big, it would have taken me one entire stream to use that little 7-meter head. Yeah, I've been to your stream a few times, and I see you pop up on my feed. I think I'm a friend of yours. Let's just do this. We'll go over here. No, I am not subscribed. There, you got a subscription. And then, which feed am I on here? This one here. I think it's this channel I'm subscribed on. Yep. Okay. All right, you got another subscriber. Go ahead and check Jay out. I've seen a few of his videos. Him and Crofter can do some pretty shady shenanigans. Yeah, are you streaming on Schweshing Bahnhof? Is that the map that you're on currently? Or am I thinking of a different streamer? Hope I pronounced the name correctly. I'm still trying to decide what map I want to go to after this one. Because it's 8:30. We've got another 2 hours of the stream. So yeah, we'll get all the cornfields taken care of this episode. And then that'll be the end of Pallegney. I should say it will be the end of Pallegney for a consistent streaming series. We will come back to this farm every now and then to do revisits. You know, maybe once. Oh, forgot we're full. Maybe once a season. You know, I'll play the game offline for a little bit, go for a few weeks or a month, and we'll come back and revisit, see how things are progressing. Yeah, I knew what you was saying, and that map is a 4X, so it's pretty big. 18 different farmlands, perfect for multiplayer. Yeah. I'm still toying with different ideas on what I want to do. I'm thinking maybe a multiplayer on like a Friday night. Change things up a little bit. Love you, babe. Wednesdays, Thursdays, any other days will be a new map. Saturdays and Sundays will still be Waseca County. Maybe I'll get the correct header for this, or correct trailer for this header. Since it's the wrong size, it doesn't automatically lock in. Alright. I think I can get the corn harvest done with this tank of fuel. So let's go do it. Let her rip, tater chip. And we'll try not to drive over our field of wheat. You and Crofter are going to sort out a multiplayer out. Have a talk with Crofter and me. And you can join us both. We play on PC. Yep. This is a PC account as well. Just to make sure, this is our field. This is our field. Fields 1, 2, and 3. And we'll take this guy. We'll go until it's full. Then we'll go grab the makeshift semi-trailer. Oofda, this is... Oh, 116% yield. Whew! 119. I'm going to be swimming in corn. $122s. Good grief. Oh, now we're hitting the bad section. I'm going to have to meet myself on the road. That's a good problem to have. And since we only have $7 grand to our name right now, we can use all the money we can get. The short-term plan right now, you know, once we're done and, you know, I don't have anything to sell offhand until have to look at the store page here in a second. Let's go ahead and go to our finances. We got Buffalo Mozzarella, which is in December and January. We could sell a bunch now. It's kind of at the mini peak. And then goat cheese is the same way. We've got a whole bunch of that in the storage shed over there. We may, once we're done with the harvest, I do have to finish up that one field of wheat that I messed up on in September. Totally forgot about it, that I was trying to get it finished up, and I should have just let AI do it. But I'll get that finished up, and that field will have to be harvested in be August. And then we'll go to January and see if we can buy the St. Marie grain mill that's over there. Yeah, and I've been saving this cheese all year. I would sell as needed just so that I wouldn't. Did I? Yep, took out a few corn stalks. Rats. Yeah, like I said, I would sell as needed. Where's it at? There it is. Just so that I wasn't running in the negative. So I'd grab a pallet or two of goat cheese and then mistakenly grab a pallet of mozzarella. But yeah, as you can see, the shed's got quite a few. So this holds 40,000, 50, 60. We got 70,000 liters of soybeans. I'll take a look at that here in a second. And then tip side front. Please start the engine first. This is a manual crank on these hopper bottoms. Come on. Penalize a guy for hitting the wrong button on the controller. Good grief. So yeah, let's go ahead and hit the soybeans. Ooh, I've got 111,000 liters. Forgot about that second trailer load. Forgot about something I had. I might have forgotten to sell at the last sell point. But yeah, the way this corn harvest is going, this trailer is going to be filled up on this field alone. $14 watching and 6 likes. If everyone is enjoying what you're watching, please hit that like button and smash that sub. Helps a long way. Appreciate everything that you guys do. Appreciate you, Jay. And welcome in, Mega Farmer. Getting a spectacular yield on this cornfield. Oh, come on, wait. Why did it do that? Yeah, the yield's actually looking really good. I hope it carries off and over to the other two fields. Are you saying something about the BBC network there in England, Jay? Or I should say Mega Farmer, sorry about that. Had the wrong person there in mind. And just like that, Streamlabs took the hint and gave a notification as well. Well, we're over here. We just as well unload and continue with the traffic jam. It's a John Deere corn header. It'll survive. I've heard stories about that. You know, a woman was sitting there recording herself, and an agent from the BBC came up saying that she needed to pay her yearly subscription to the network. And she's like, why? I don't watch it. And he's like, you got a TV, don't you? And she's like, yeah, but I don't watch the BBC network. I don't have it hooked up. I do streaming services or whatever. And he's like, I don't care. You still need to pay it. And she's like, well, I do care because I don't watch you guys and I don't need to pay you. We'll kind of centralize this contraption over here. There we go. The only use that I've got out of this, yeah, that word right there. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. I bought it as a test to see if I could pull my baler with the Big Crone M mower. It didn't work. Well, I shouldn't say that. It did work. Oh god dang! Grr. There went a bushel. Or I should say about 33 liters. Okay, we are down, right? Yep, okay, we are down. Yeah, the mower was able to pull the baler without the baler being turned on. But as soon as you turned it on, you couldn't even get 5 miles an hour out of the mower. And that was on flat ground. So it didn't work as intended. But, I mean, it's working now for our semi-trailer that we bought. Yeah, we're getting 116%. Speaking of fun facts, I'm not going to spoil this, but I recorded a video here over the weekend, and it was one of those fun facts. We used to have fun doing this on contracts, and then Giants took our fun away. But I found a workaround for it. So I sat there and I recorded the video, and this morning I was doing some uploads to YouTube, getting them ready for next week. And I was like, what's this video that I got here that's showing my stream is ending logo? So I clicked play, and it was the video I recorded that I was going to edit for dropping next week. So I got to redo the video. I got to redo that entire video. Needless to say, I was a little amused at what happened, a little upset, but the initial recording, I liked it, but I know I could do a lot better. Oh yeah, it's just an easy thing. I just need to make sure that when I hit record, I need to be on the live setting for Streamlabs. And I've got the money to do it. And I've got, you know, all the things I can do. You know, I've got a map for testing, or I can do it on one of my other maps, you know. It's just, you know, got to take an additional 20 minutes out of my day to redo a video. I didn't get to the point of editing, so I'm glad I didn't find it when I was going to edit it. Because the intent of the recording was all in one shot, so that you could see everything happening without any cuts, saying, "Oh, it's that video was doctored," you know, or you know, whatever the case may be. And this will fill up the trailer, I believe. Curiosity's getting the best of me. Is there a hitch on the back? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's kind of a hitch there. So if we get a powerful enough tractor, aka Big Daddy 1100 Fendt over yonder, yep, she's full. I can buy another one of those green sticks and put it on the back of that and get another trailer and Daisy have doubles. That'd be a hoot trying to pull that thing around. Which I can't remember if that is the first semi-trailer I've seen come up in the market or maybe the second one. I'd have to go back through and watch all the videos to find out. Yeah, we've got a down and back pass. I don't think we're going to be able to get it all in the combine. Yeah, we will. We will. Because I was technically 3,400 liters on that pass to finish that up. We've got pass and 3/4 left. Yeah, we'll get it. Normally I would sit there and have all three of my trailers, well, technically now 4, all lined up in a pretty row along the fields, and I didn't feel like doing that on the corn. There's more than a pass and a half left. I may be eating my words. Yep, I'm eating my words. I don't think I'll be able to get it all. The yield bonus is just too good. We'll have to come back for just a little tiny bit. Speaking of which, either way I've got to drive a vehicle from one section to another, so think what we'll do, we'll get it set up over here. Oh, come on. Yeah, that was the bigger of fields 1 and 2. Field number 3 is the largest of the corn. Ugh, baby Fent is not happy. Yeah, that turned out to be a lot better than I thought. So that one's 4.45 acres. This one is 6.2. And this one's 7.68. Alright, so what I'm going to do when I get down here is I'm going to grab the JCB. Hook it up to Big Red, which it's sitting beside. And I'll have Big Red drive it over to the big field. Or JCB drive Big Red over to the big field. Okay, while that's unloading, since my other two tractors are MIA at the moment, if you can't find the dog pen in the Farmline XML, bud, there should be a placeable XML as well. So check both where you're going to name your dog's name. Yeah, I know it may have been the Farmland. I just forget exactly where I found it the first time. Saved it. The last time I had to do an edit, I think it was Crofter as well, that I had an issue, and it's a known bug on the game where the snow won't go away. And I had to delete a couple of files in the game. I didn't have to do any editing. So once I got those deleted, and had to jump into the Steam save and turn off cloud saving so that it wouldn't download from the cloud. Go into the game, save it, exit, go back out. I had to do a couple of different steps after I deleted those 2 files. A little bit of a workaround, but was able to finally save one of my farms that was covered in snow. And the going thought process was it happened when a game came out with an update. And if it was in the winter time when the game updated, then those 2 files would get corrupt and they wouldn't clear themselves out like they were supposed to. Well, come on, GPS. Fine, we'll come in like this. There we go. Yeah, the other field is just on the other side of that tree line. Certain things like that can be a pain sometimes, but there's always a way around things like that. Just unfortunate when it happens, yeah. And that was kind of one of the driving factors for me to go to a new map, and I think that's what originally spurred me coming over to Pallegney. Or was it Wasika? I forget. It's been that long ago. Wanted to start a new map anyway, because that I still game on that one almost daily, just to do things, you know, weird things, play with different production mods. And I need to actually go into the mod hub and report a couple of mods for conflicts. The vegetable production mod, where you can take the vegetables and make different things out of them, conflicts with the wood chip sawmill mod. And then I found out that there's another mod that is still conflicting with the vegetable mod as well, I think. I saw that yesterday as I was going to do things. Oh, yeah, that mod wasn't working. It might be the artisanal chip factory mod. But yeah, I got a few mods that when you're going into the productions, it doesn't show all the stuff. My multi-grain production mod, where you can make the tortilla from corn. That one doesn't show all the different productions for it, so yeah, that mod's messing with a few others. Yeah, and this was... I'm trying to remember when the 1. Was it the 1.7 update? I forget. I'm just trying to remember when I noticed those issues. It was before Plains and Prairies came out. I can't remember if it was before or after 1.7. But you are right, I haven't updated a lot of the mods in a while. I'm gonna need another trailer. Crunch. You have to watch out with too many fill types as well, or you lose certain fill types in some productions. Yeah. I only noticed it because well, for one, I haven't used on this particular map a lot of the productions in a while. I've been playing with my animals too much and was just getting overrun with all the different productions I had going. So I just kind of let them run out of stuff. And as I was going through, just, you know, doing some spot checks on them real quick, that's when I noticed that, because I was going to take my rice up there, and it wouldn't allow me to put the rice in, the long grain rice, to make the rice flour and rice cakes and such. So that's when I noticed it. I was gonna start grinding my flour again for making different stuff. But I also ended up on that map just deleting my wood chip sawmills because I mean, yeah, you could fill those things up and it would make wood chips way too fast for one. And then you could, good grief, the amount of production that thing would spit out. It was insane. I literally sat there for one day, spent 1 hour at one production using the universal autoloader and just getting all the different products out of the one production for 1 month. I want to say it netted me like $1.5 million. So some of those mods are extremely broken. And I had that wood chip production mod on this farm for 1 month. And all I was running out of it was the 3 different mulches. Yeah, even on hard economy, it boosted the bank account way too much. Way more than doing the buffalo mozzarella or goat cheese. Yep, extremely overpowered. There's another one that does. It looks like the base game medium sawmill that uses wood chips to make furniture. Yeah, that thing is uber overpowered. You put 50,000 liters of wood in there and 90,000 liters of wood chips. It would go through the wood chips in 1 month. And it would go through 5 to 10,000 liters of the wood. Yeah, you can make $500,000 on that easy. It would use like 50 liters of wood chips to make 1,000 liters of furniture. it grossly overpowered. It was disgusting. In a good way, but disgusting. If you're trying to play more realistic. As you can tell, I like playing with all the different productions. Especially the modded ones. Yeah, right now on that map I'm running 3 different dairies. My one sawmill I have set to just selling because I don't care to go up to it anymore. I still take wood and wood chips up to it every now and then, but it's far between each time. The canning factory, which I have 2 of them on the map, the base game and then a mod. Both of those I let run dry. And then just because it's my, first map and just have fun with it anymore map, it's I put 7 windmills on it yesterday. Each windmill is supposed to give me $100,000 a month. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out if I break my bank account. I try to use a fair few productions when I can, yeah. And those that are here, this is a spoiler alert for the next series. I've been kind of toying with the idea, and I think I'm going to go with it. It's going to be a 10-year challenge without the use of productions, contracts, or animals. We'll see how that works. I want to see if I start with, like 5 million or even a million, and I'll set it up to where I can look for equipment on the used page. I'll buy a lot of that right off the bat. Start with $1 million loan. And buy some cheap stuff and see what we can do. I don't know if I want to go with the starter farm or not. Especially if I do $1 million to start with. Which I think I'll have to do just so I have a base game harvester and things like that. Let's see, what's going to be the easiest way to get over there? I think right here, so I'm going to need to unload. If I can. I think this trailer's pretty full to begin with. Yep, she's full. Alright. And can I get through without having to fold the header? And that's the first stage growth tree. So I should be alright. Yeah. So yeah, 9/11. We are doing good. We're on the final field of the harvest. And we'll see how far around we can get this field before I have to call for a trailer again. While that's unloading, I'm going to go ahead and come on over here. We're going to set the destination to right there. Well, it's gone 4 in the morning for me now, so I'm off to get some sleep. But if you're struggling with anything surrounding your XML files, hit me on or Crofter in the Discord. Happy to help you get help your stream goes well. Yep, thank you very much, Jay. Glad to have you here. Thanks for the conversation. And if I have any issues, I will definitely hit you guys up. Like I said, I'm not in that big of a hurry to get it done. I've got a whole bunch of things going on this weekend, so I'm not going to be streaming on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Normally I would do Friday and Saturday evenings and then Sunday morning. Well, too much stuff going on, so no streams those nights. The way it's looking, tomorrow night we're going to be on Waseca County. Go back to our good old friendly Waseca. We just got through the winter months on that map, and we got the springtime harvest happening for us. Month of March, we got some oats that we could plant down. If I need to plant any grass fields, I can do it then, but I've got one new grass field that I planted at the end of the last season. But we'll find out what we can plant on that map. We got rain in the forecast? Okay, not until 3 p.m. Good. Good, good, good. That, and I still need to sort out what map I want to start on. I've got an idea. Need to do some YouTube Google foo and see if anybody's streaming that map. You know, right now the hot craze is Alma, Missouri and Judith Plains. I'm already doing a series on Alma. I've got Wasika. So I want to get back to a European map, or the other option is to go south. Fly south for the summer. See you, Jay. Have a good night. Or good morning. So I've got two maps that I want to sit there and play with, you know. Maybe for once actually start up a test map and go in and take a look at them. In fact, we may do that tomorrow night. I'm gonna go ahead and get a poll set up. Let me write this down. That way I remember. We'll get a poll set up. We'll get that broadcast. And we'll even do a poll in Streamlabs for those that are here, YouTube, during the stream. So yeah, we'll get that going. We'll get a poll set up in the post section of the YouTube channel. And then I'll take a look at that, and we'll go set up a poll tomorrow night while we're streaming to see what we want to do. We'll do a map tour of each one. Man, I couldn't even make it all the way around even after taking out the one headland. It was supposed to raise up. Okay, there it is. And while that's unloading, we'll get this unloaded. We'll watch the handle crank when it's empty. Nice little animation. We'll watch it from here. That's pretty cool. I like it. I was going to say I should rent a rock breaker, but I can't rent anything on the map. Is that bent up? No, it's just dirt. Okay. Then I need to... I remember what the two of the maps were. I don't know if there was a third one I wanted to do. Let's look at the mod hub. Categories. European maps. No, maybe... Nope, 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 nope. Okay, we're just doing map tour, map tour, map tour, map tour. Okay, that one is all map tours. So let's go back here. Let's go. Get turned around, take a look at another one, because I kind of want more than just two options. So there was like 3 that I was thinking about doing. Okay, see a couple of options for that. Alright. And then the other one. "15 viewers. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I would appreciate everyone that's here to hit that like button. And while you're there, subscribe. We're definitely trying to grow the channel. I would love to be up to 100 subs by the end of the month. We're at, the last I checked, we got 1 new sub tonight, so we should be at 83 subs if my memory is correct. And again, thank you all for joining me tonight. Oh no, ran into my corn yet again. Maybe I need to put the mod on there for stopping the harvester when full. So yeah, I think I got 3 maps that I want to put in the poll. So I'll get that going tonight as soon as we're done. And then when we start the stream tomorrow night, I will have a poll already set up for what we're going to be looking at. So if anybody wants to view the maps tomorrow night, please join me again tomorrow night. We'll play for about an hour, then we'll go and do a map tour of the 3 different maps. And it'll allow me some time in the morning to get the saves set up so that we can go into them. Get a couple of different mods put in so that we can do some flying and things like that. Yep, the life of a content creator. When you're done with one stream, you're prepping for the next. When you're done recording one video, you're prepping for the next. Start streaming for fun, they said. You'll enjoy it, they said. Expand your channel, they said. And we're doing all the things they said. Having fun while doing all of it. Are we going to be able to get to the end of the field, or are we going to stop early again? I mean, our yield bonus is 92.4%. $13,100. We'll go ahead and spin around. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record. Hey, we didn't run over the corn this time. Maybe we'll back into it. I remember filling up the combine before we started all of our harvesting, and yeah, we're about empty. That was one of the things I was guessing on, is how far we would be able to go on a tank of fuel for our harvesting. And it looks like, let's get out of the save. You know, we got through all 20 of our fields in one harvest. Let's see what, okay, it's that over there. We got it down and back, and then just a little bit of cleanup at that corner. And then we'll be done. We got a couple of, we got to feed some goats. We need to get them some grass. Chickens are good. We need to get the water buffalo some food. And then we'll see if we can get to January before the end of this stream to sell some cheeses. Right now I'm currently saving all the grain so that I can take it over to the grain mill if we can get that bought at the end of the stream. If we can get the, what's it called here? Let's go back. It's the St. Ferez Mills. If we can get that bought, we can take our barley over. We've got canola that we can take over. We got some oats. We don't have olives. We got rice flour, or rice we can take over. The sorghum we're definitely saving for the chickens. We got a little bit of sunflower and some wheat. So we can get that loaded up with all the different grains. And once we do that, then we can buy the bakery. We'll get that bought as well, so we can start making some different breads. Yep, we'll try to speed up to, if we don't get to buying the mill at the end of the stream, it's not going to be that big of a fuss. But we will definitely try to go. We'll feed the water buffalo as little as we can, as few loads as we can. Just enough to get them through the month so we're not having to fill the thing up all the time, wasting time, and we'll get to January and sell what we can. We won't be selling any equipment, that's for sure. And we'll go ahead and fold that up. We don't need that open anymore. And yep, other than, I've got to fix this field here. Or I can just leave it. I think that'll be our reminder for a season to make sure we get all the planting done. But yeah, this we are at the end of the current live streams for this on a regular basis after tonight's session. Go into one of the standbys for tomorrow. Well, not a standby, it's the second alternate. First replacement. That is a current active live stream. Waseca County, Minnesota. I love that map. It's a great map. Like any map, there's a few things. This one, I love this map too. It's got its own little questionable things. The equipment dealer's too small. The roads that lead all around, I mean, they are rough, and I understand the realism for it. But when you can only get up to, like, 10 miles an hour to do things, it makes it difficult. The traffic on this map is also horrible. That's kind of why I picked this corner, so I didn't have to deal with it on a regular basis. Alma, Missouri. You'll find out in a few episodes. Episode 10. Right now, episode 3 dropped this morning. So when you get to episode 10, you'll see another complaint that I have on that map. Not that it's a bad complaint, it's an annoying complaint. Another map that I play on, Zalanka, that one, the curbs on the roads, horrible right now. They are absolutely horrible. You'll sit there and jump. You'll actually hit the approach for going into a field from the curb, and your tractor will either hit a brick wall, just dead stop, or it'll go launching into the air. Yeah, we were getting ready to harvest this, which, yeah, we're just gonna let it go. we're gonna let the grass grow. We're not gonna worry about it at the end of the year. We'll start fresh in April. We'll get to it when we get to it. Let's put it that way. And right now, we're not going to get to it. And while that's unloading, let's go ahead and start the long, arduous journeys of tractors and things. And I think we'll use this for the goat milks as well. We should be able to get all 3 or 5 pallets in here. We got plenty of TMR for the winter time. We got plenty of hay bales, or I should say grass bales that we convert into hay. Let's go ahead and we'll switch to the back, unload. Excuse me. Okay, that puts the buffaloes at 34. Alright, we'll grab their milk and we'll go up to the goats, grab their milk, grab a couple of grass bales. And we can throw the goat milks in the back of the trailer and it should unload when we hit the sell point. The dairy. Excuse me. And I picked this vehicle because we can actually go faster than the JCB. And it should be a little bit more forgiving around these corners, especially when we have to carry or pull the long trailer that we got. Okay, we'll go ahead and pass you on the right. Oh, I forgot I brought the trailer up here. In preparation for grass bales. Okay, I don't have it turned on, but I do now. Okay. And while we're here, we'll drop a couple of bales down. We got some grass bales. Let's drop 2. And We'll put one down. Oh, forgot about that bell there. Let's not forget about that bell. Even that truck will make the corner. So, and the race is on. Taking a shortcut. Let's miss that sell point because that will actually take everything out of the truck. What's up, baby? And we'll go ahead and get this filled up. Go up to the house and we'll sleep for the month. We got 3 more sleeps to January. At least if that's what I remember the high price being at. Feed Romeo while we're there. We'll just take a look at the market. Disc harrow cultivator, 12 meter. Yeah, we don't use those anymore. We do direct drilling for everything. Okay, we got a Massey Ferguson flea. That thing. Yep. Nope. Okay, let's go. We'll check on the chickens while we're up here. We'll get the eggs pulled out of the production. And how much food they got? They're at 15, so this will take them up to 22, so we'll have to grab another trailer load. Because they're eating more than one trailer load a month. And since I don't have any grain in that area, I can drive in the field. Yep, this is about full. And then I do need to get that long bed trailer up here so that I can get all my stuff and sell it. So I'll have to do that sometime. how much food you guys got. 14.9, you're fine. We'll stop and grab the milk, grab another load of TMR, bring it up, and then head on up and grab the goats. What I've been looking for ever since I got this water buffalo barn is a small trailer pull behind for this truck. It's the Lizard Dragon trailer. I have not seen it come up in the market at all. And it may be because the price is so low that it won't do it. I don't know if there's a price limit on the used market. Oh, darn it. I was gonna... crud. We'll do something a little different up here because I wanted to bring this trailer home. Anyway. So... go over here, grab the Big Brother Fent. Yeah, I know, Brutus. We'll catch you later, buddy. Over here, we'll take a look at their food status. They've got 28,000 liters of meadow grass. That's fine. Even Big Brother Fent will turn around in here. And I know I can get this to the road. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll get this guy going home. Actually, I need to... Oh, it got locked in. I forgot. Okay. Set destination. If I put them at the corner here, they should be just fine. There they are. So it wasn't a waste. I was able to bring my trailer home for the upcoming sale. It'll cost me a couple $100 for doing that, but it is what it is. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Welcome to Hobby Corner. I see that we have 26 people viewing the stream. I appreciate every single one of you. If you could do me a favor and hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. We're continuing to grow our channel. We should be at 83 subscribers currently. And if you could hit that subscription button, I'd love to get up to 100 before the end of next week. Or the end of June, whichever comes first. We do have a Discord as well. The link is listed in the description of the chat, or not the chat, but the channel. And I forgot to unload my TMR again. That's okay. We got to wait for that trailer to show up. So and we'll go get that unloaded. So yeah, if you go to the description of the video, the Discord link is listed in there. We'd love to have you in the Discord. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe, join the Discord. We'd love to have you in all those areas. Okay, there goes the Big Brother Fent. Go ahead and grab some more TMR. And the cattle are at 30,000. Let's go ahead and take this up there. Then on the way back, we'll grab Big Brother. We'll get the goat milk dropped off. Oopsies. Okay, this guy is empty, so we can hit the ditch a little faster than normal. See, and there's Rome's taking up the road. Romeo, Romeo, what would I do without you, Romeo? Not have a dog. That's what I would do without you. Okay, let's go ahead and park here. Feed the roams. And we gotta get some fuel in this guy too. He's running out. Big Brother is running out of diesel. You guys are probably thinking, why are you calling it Big Brother? Well, see, I've got Big Brother here, the 936. We've got Little Brother here, the 724. And just because I need to get this out of here, we got Daddy, the 1100. And if I destroy some crop, I destroy some crop. And yes, the field didn't get planted properly, but we're not going to worry about it. That'll be our little secret for when we come back into the into this map. What did we do here? Oh yeah, we did that. Now all I need to figure out is which Fendt tractor is going to be the mama Fendt. Okay, we got that over there waiting, that over there waiting. Let's check the sell prices. Buffalo mozzarella, we're coming up to December for the possible high price. Goat cheese, same thing. We got a whole bunch of eggs. Oh, well, it looks like we're going to sell some eggs. I should have some eggs over here. Apparently I don't. So, we got buffalo mozz, straw, grass, goat cheese, buffalo mozz, straw, grass. Okay, no eggs. And just because I like consistency for doing some things here, I need the JCB. It's able to get up there a lot easier than the Fendt. Yes, I did use super strength for doing that. I'm trying to speed up to January. We got one more little time frame to go. We won't worry about the max price of the cheese, like if it's going to be continuing to climb. A few dollars isn't going to matter too much. But there is a big difference from 1800 to 1850 type of situation. Okay, let's get the cheeses loaded. Or the eggs. Still no more eggs. Alright. As long as I hit the area straight, I can do an articulated trailer pretty good. So we'll get our 17,000 liters of eggs sold. And then we'll start loading up the cheese since we're down there. And plop, there goes $28,000 plus a $2,200 environment bonus. And we should have a bunch of cheese in here. We got, 7,000 and another 1,000, so we'll let that load up on its own. Alright, let's go ahead and grab our goat cheese. Buffalo, well, we'll just continue on the goat cheese. Then we'll see if we can get the buffalo mozzarella to come out. Yeah, left 2, that's what I thought. Okay. And the dairy should be out of, yep, okay. Go ahead and sleep the night away. Then we'll check the price of the cheeses. See what the price is. See if it's going up, see if it's going down. Okay, we got an 8RT. No. I mean, we don't have the money anyway, but let's go grab the cheeses or the milks. Then we'll make sure to turn the corner and empty the buffalo. Oops. And what's the price of the goat cheese? Okay, we do have to wait till January. That price just dropped like a brick. Buffalo mozzarella. Yep, gotta wait till January. And it's a good thing because I didn't want to see the roof break off from our trailer truck hitting it. Okay, you got 1,600 liters of milk, which means we got to take a look at the production up here. Okay, so we got, okay, everything should be, yep, we are in full-on milk production mode. So I'm not sure if these guys are going to be producing any milk right now, since they're just 50% reproduced. The 32-monthers. Yep, we'll see what happens in a few months when they're fully reproduced and they birth a baby. Yep, I'm going to beat you around the corner. And of course we're saving. Okay, they are good on TMR. And we'll check on the goat meadow. When we get up here, okay, we got 3 pallets. We'll just grab this guy. I turned the lights off. Oh well. We'll put that right there. They're still good. They got 6,000 liters of food, 20-some thousand liters of goat pasture, meadowlands. I did a calculation, and I think it was below 7 bales of grass every year that they would take. We just put the first 2 in, and they're still got meadow, so that's good. Yeah, I know I should strap the milks down, but I don't have any tension straps in the this trailer configuration. Okay, we're out of corn in there, so that's good. Our goat cheeses and buffalo mozzarellas are loaded up in the trailer, ready for sale. So that's good. Oops, wrong vehicle. I wanted this guy. Okay, get it loaded up again. We'll just double check all of our feeds. Over here. Chickens are good. They're good. We'll double check the eggs, get them out of the production. Hey Romes, let me cross the bridge. I wish they made it so that these facilities would hold more eggs like they would with everything else. Yep, chickens are good. I was gonna look here. What would we take for a Fent? F. What would we take for a daddy Fent? Or a mama Fent? The Fent 1000. Right now I believe we got the 900. And the 700. Yeah, we may have to try to buy every single Fent that's here. Gotta wait for them to show up in the market first. Anyway, that's just a little wish that we could do. And that'll be all for off-stream stuff. Get another load of TMR in the truck, drive up to the house, and we'll take another sleep until January. Excuse me. But yeah, the goal that I had set on this farm to begin with, since it was a used equipment only setup, I came into the farm with $100,000. Didn't own anything. The first thing I bought was that truck. The next thing I bought was this piece of property right here, property 112, which as you can see is a wooded property. And it's no longer wooded. So with this truck, with the chainsaw, and the first pieces of equipment were the Fent 700 and the JCB, we proceeded to set the let's buy this corner of the map. This road here was the boundary that I initially established, and then the river up here. The woodlots were as needed purchases, and we have not purchased them. but we slowly bought this piece of property, then this one, a couple over here, started slowly working around and until we got everything in this corner. And it took us, it was in April of, or March of year 6 that we were able to finally buy the last piece of property, which was these guys down here. So yeah, I think we did pretty good in 6 years. We bought 6 different pieces of property, or excuse me, 20 different pieces of property. 21 with the woodlot. And we were able to continue to sustain ourselves from the used market. We bought every piece that we could ever need. We did end up selling quite a few of them off to that's a Mecton 250 flex draper. That wouldn't be a bad purchase, but we got that Kloss that works just fine. But yeah, we did quite well for ourselves. Let's check the price of the cheeses. See what they're doing. Okay, $81.73 at Koki Express. $81.30 at the Little Market, and I hate it that my mouse is not working. And that was for the buffalo mozzarella. But we'll make more than that with our 20% bonus from the Little Market. Goat cheese. $18.93. Let's go ahead and let's grab the trailer. Let's get everything loaded up. And let's get to selling and see if we can earn enough money to get ourselves a grain mill. And we got a full trailer, and fairly full. Alright, that was 95,000. I think we're going to hit it, folks. See if there's anything in there. Nothing else in there, so everything's at the production. Okay, we'll get a little bit closer. I don't know why those 2 spots aren't filling up like they should. We don't need that map on. Whee! Yep, the universal autoloader is not happy. Even though I made sure to update it here this week. Or did I? Yes, I did. Because I have to go through a whole process of my own for doing a name change on it. 167,000. We're at 317. We'll get the last 2 out. And we saved the buffalo mozzarella for last. Because those right there are 9,000 a piece. $44,000 of products sold. Let's go ahead and park this. And let's go grab our milks. We'll grab a... just double check. Chickens are good on the eggs. And TMR is good. Metal grass is good. We'll dump this TMR off. And then we'll go to the grain mill. Yeah, we're not going up to the goats. Not right now. We're going to finish this. Actually, we are going to go to the goats first. I forgot. There's a process I got for myself. I forgot about that process. And we missed the blue car for once. .32 viewers. Welcome in, everybody. Good to have you here. We are doing the final milk run of this stream. And can I get through? Not quite. I'm a little wider than that gap. I want to thank you all for coming in. Please make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you feel like it. There's no obligation. There's no newsletter, chain mail thing that gets sent out to the emails or any of that stuff. But we would like you to join our little community as we continue to grow. We do have a Discord set up. Please think about joining the Discord if you are a member of our channel. We'd love to have you there. We are doing good on the metal grass. We have all sorts of stuff happening in the Discord. Trying to grow that community as well. Trying to reach that 100 sub goal. That is the next milestone of the channel. Back over to our dairy to get this final bit of milk sold for the stream. And let's make sure to not lose it. Try not to run into any traffic on the way there. I've been doing pretty good on this episode. I think this is stream number 55 or 56. I have to look back. I want to say I looked this morning and it was like 55. Or 54. I forget. It's been a hot second since I looked at this. Kid 6473, welcome in. And John, I'm glad you figured out the issue with your bell storage. It's good to hear. You had to unload it on the end, not just drive up to it. Okay, yep. That makes absolute sense. It's like the since I'm over here, I'll dip into the old chicken coop. Yeah, it's just like this one where you have to back up into it as well. You can hit it from the side if you get a good location, but it's not as easy as it would seem. So that makes total sense, having to back up into it. All right. We got our goat milk, we got our buffalo milk taken to the dairy. Making sure to abide by all traffic laws. And then, where do we go? I think it was right there. Let's go back. I want to go back and do it all over. But I can't go back no more. Alright, making sure no traffic comes up to us. Well, there's the maintenance trigger there. I thought that was the spot for... because it's not there. Wrong door. $350,000. Going once. Going twice. It's ours. There's no name. Les Moulins Saint Ferez. I hope I didn't butcher the name that bad. And a little posterity shot here. Let's do a couple of other things. Ending the stream on the best note possible. Not that it was ever in the option to buy, but it's fitting, I think. We have ourselves the grain mill. We have a beautiful load of grain in our silos right down yonder. The story will continue in a future episode as we revisit Pallegney. Thank you everyone for joining me on this new streaming series. Come back tomorrow for a continuation of Waseca Farm, or Waseca County, Minnesota, where we will do some map tours of 3 different maps that we will be starting our next series on next week. And as always, thank you again for coming into the channel, the likes, the subscribes, joining the Discord, the chat that we had going on. I appreciate it all. Thank you again. And until next time, we'll catch you later. Bye, everybody.